Are they going to make their own EVM chain or just buy one? We'll talk about that and a lot more in this movie. A lot of XRP, worth billions of dollars, is also being moved around. Some of it is to keep Ripple safe. Where does the XRP go? That and a lot more is in this movie. It's now October, folks. I believe they are calling it October instead of October. The next part of the movie will be really interesting. I'll play this first. As October begins, keep an eye on the prices of crypto. October with big gains. Things are about to get better for trade after one of the worst sell-offs in months. A lot of risky bets went wrong last week, and cryptocurrencies lost about $300 billion. If Bitcoin ends the month in the black for 6 months in a row, things may be getting better this month. October is often a good month. These things tend to happen again and again in the crypto markets, especially now that the V4-year bull market is over. October, November, and December 2021 were very busy months. Do you remember if you were there? What is going to happen this time? Even more so now that more businesses are starting to use crypto and rules are almost ready to be put in place. In the US, that is almost about to happen, and the government wants the country to be the crypto capital of the world. That should happen in the US and around the world. What else are they going to do? I believe crypto is in for many great things. That makes me really happy. Let's watch this more interesting video now. Her old feed made me think today, which is why I'm going to check it out. Because of these three things, I believe Ripple may either build or buy an EVM chain that can be used for payments. I forgot to say that Amazon sells books on paper, audiobooks, and ebooks. At Swift, they also have Ethereum, Big Dog, scalability standards, the EVM contract token, and the Jack per Ethereum plan. John Juan also works for Dar Santander Bank. I'll play this. Okay, we've tried a lot of new things and done a lot of experiments over the past few years to show that the same infrastructure can connect and work with both the real world and the digital tokenized world. As well as with all the new DT platforms, we have tried many things. We've talked a lot about our work with Chainlink and how we worked together a few years ago. I really like the cross-chain feature. Then we think that from a technical point of view, there is a big part there. But to answer also, your question about standards is very important. In the real world, all of these tools work because they all use the same language and way of talking. This will still be true when we move into the digital world. It will be different for each platform, but it won't be by a huge amount. Great, John, do you agree with me? I think that's already happening in the market, right? People who use Ethereum are the big dogs on the block. It's clear. It is important to pay attention to because network effects show it will keep growing. I also think it's very powerful that other ecosystems like Solana are accepted. It's good to match up. People who work in business know how important network effects are. Cash always comes first, in order flow. It will always be that way. When it starts to spin, that means the flywheel moves faster and gets bigger. When it comes to operating systems, we have Windows, iOS, and Linux, which is where iOS comes from. I believe there will be 2 or 3 types of network technologies in the end. I believe we can see and understand at least one of them, the Ethereum Virtual Machine, or EVM. A lot of work needs to be done on privacy, speed, and other things. I believe the same thing will happen near. There may be a few others that stand out for different reasons, but this isn't a new game, right? That's what networks that have been around for a while show us now. Okay, what could Ripple do then? Based on how the main EVM chains work in 2025, Ripple's plan to either build or buy a payment-ready EVM chain makes sense. These are the main chains that Ripple could buy or connect with that can use EVM: Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Avalanche, Polygon, Arbitrum, and Optimism. Kronos, Crypto.com does not support that one. That doesn't make sense to me. Okay, Flare, EVM compatibility and integration with XRP are already things that the Ripple community can use. Moonbeam on Polkadot EVM works well with other chains and is compatible. A lot of important things affect which choice is best for Ripple. These include how well Ethereum works with other chains, how well Big Dogs works, and how well EVM standards work, especially with smart contracts and tokens. It's also important that the new tools and partnerships work well with the ones that Ripple already has. There is already a link between the XRP ledger and the XRP LEVM sidechain, so it makes the most sense to add to or grow that sidechain. You could also buy or work closely with. It works with EVM and is connected to the XRP ledger, which fits with Ripple's focus on payments and tokenized assets. What would happen if Flare was bought by Ripple? There's a chance that could happen. You can see that those are a bit smaller than scalable interoperable chains like Moonbeam, Avalanche, and Polygon. These all have strong DeFi ecosystems and support for EVM. Avalanche is still a pretty big network that could be looking for Layer 2 options with features like Arbitrum or Optimism. This is how Ripple could build a chain on their own. Say this wasn't being worked on, so they had to start over today. How long will it take? A full feature production Layer 1 chain will take between 12 and 36 months to make. Ripple can cut this time frame in half if they use Avalanche subnets or flexible EVM frameworks like Us.Thankx, Polygon, or ZKM. With these, it would take 6 to 12 months to set up and test a basic but expandable EVM-compatible network. In 12 to 18 months, the mainnet could connect. Ripple can put a lot of time and money into this, which is a good thing, right? Ripple has a lot of money and smart people. It's about how to grow. Ripple has a lot of experience with because they have launched other blockchain products like XRP and Ripple. This could cut down on the time it takes to get started. They already understand what to do. A blockchain that focuses on payments and institutional standards might need extra care, legal compliance, and more consensus tuning in order to grow and scale in the future. This would take longer than projects that focus on DeFi and picking out and using well-known toolkits like Us.Thankx and Polygon to build infrastructure. Because CDK saves time, they didn't have to check for security, do other tasks, and then bring in drop Ripple partners. What a great idea. Let us see what happens. I'll keep you up to date on this channel. It was very quick for John Squire to post this. This is where 1.2 billion XRP went through some big changes. Ripple has 500 million XRP in trust. 200 million XRP is equal to $600 million. One that Ripple doesn't know about. And 300 million XRP is $892 million. Sent from an unknown wallet to Ripple. A lot of XRP is being moved right now. What does it all mean? It takes 1 billion XRP out of escrow every month and gives most of it back. About 70% of that XRP has been locked up by Ripple every month this year. It's the same this month. One month, I saw 670 million being locked up again. There are many people who like BlackRock, JP Morgan, or one of these other some well-known people say that this XRP has already been bought. You might ask those people why they keep locking themselves in. If the XRP has already been claimed, put it back up. You'd think that person would get it if it had already been claimed or if they were waiting for it. That's what I think about it. You could answer or think about that in a different way. Please tell me what you think below. Laughs, let's go, says Chad Stein. I need to do something with my friends. That was Binance who put it up. Chad, a lot of XRP is moving through this. Look at this at 13 million and DO hour. For more information, the last 24 hours of exchange inflows data shows that major platforms like Binance and Upbit have seen big net positive flows. For example, Upbit has seen 3.47 million net positive flows, while Bybit has seen big net negative flows. I don't know what's going on with Bitbit and their users, but they might be seeing XRP is bought and sold. Near and above $3 has been hitting XRP at the same time that net new money has been coming in, mainly on the biggest platforms. What kind of growth are we seeing with the money that is coming in right now? In May 2020, the market cap multiplier effect was seen for the last time.